Alright guys, back to another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Last episode, we literally freaking finished investigating shit. And now we are literally trying to finally start the case. And we are being warned about Godot, actually. Hey Nick, what is it? Something wrong? Oh nah, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy. Oh, so check out the mask. The mask is glossy I bought. The fuck? Bought this? Where? From the little tent in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale. Is that another clue? You know, I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. Striking a pose. Come on, I'm guilty of throwing the book at me. Who's screaming like that? Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it. Oh? I want to see if there's two. So we got photos about. So we got a photo of Mask to Mask. But we have another picture. I want to see if there's a difference between these photos. Let me screenshot it, and then I'll fucking compare it. Alright, let me see right now. Are those gloves? That's the are those really gloves? Wait. What's that thing in the middle? Yeah, what is that thing in the middle? That happy face thingy in the middle. It's not on the other photo. Alright, we're gonna have to figure that out during the trial. Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are gonna go any less ugly for you. Because I did it! I'm the criminal! Me! He's at it again. I sent a calling card to Lord Taylor, I admit it. But you don't have the sacred urn, right? Yeah, you don't have the urn. Well, that's true, but that means you didn't do it. That doesn't mean I didn't commit the crime. Normally, when I say, of course you did, I'm being sarcastic, but you? Yikes. Anyway, I admit I am guilty. So make sure to give me a guilty verdict. Please? Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, Desi, honey. Bonjour. Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like this. Leave it to me, Ronnie. I'll swear I'll protect you. You see, actually, the thief is, me. Can you tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie is innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. So why are you smiling when you say it? I feel like we're gonna be killed, eh? Well, if you excuse me, I got some irons that need to be taken care of. I count on you, Nicky boy. Good luck. To be honest, I really don't know if Reader Ron is Mask to Mask or not. But there's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now. Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. For the time being, I guess I'll have to trust Desiree. Oh, we're gonna meet our prosecutor, are we? Oh, what the? New prosecutor. Court is now in session for the trial, Mr. Ron Delight. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Who is this dude, eh? He's completely new. What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to? What a stupid question. What did you say? Fine. Let me ask you, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? No, I am not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides. Well, if you're not ready yourself. You shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by. Who are you? I am Godot, legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case. Ah, he's the one that Detective Acme was talking about. Oh yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases you have dealt with so far? Huh, none. Oh, what did you say? I've never prosecuted a case before. Oh, never? But you said you never lost before. Exactly, I've never lost. I never won before either, so so this is your first time, isn't it? Oh, quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you? Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their saplings begin their lives as mere saplings. Excuse me. Oh yes, but a mask in a court of law. Huh, don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks. Either on our faces, or on our hearts. Gah! What the? This guy's the real deal, alright, Nick? Why does it seem like all prosecutors are real deal? Ah, so we finally meet Mr. Phoenix Wright. Huh? Nick, is he a friend of yours? No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. So who is this masked man? I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. Why does that sound badass? Oh, well then, Prosecutor Godot. It's not Gobo, it's Godot, Your Honor. Well, in any case, your opening statement. Opening statement? Those things are not fit to even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite. What is it? Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as the weakest link? I wonder, how much can you withstand before you and your case break in two? I don't know about that. Alright. Well then, let's hear from the first witness. Ah, fucking gumshoe. Oh, my name is... No one has asked her your name, witness. Ugh, damn! The important thing is what you know. That's all. Start talking. And we're listening. Yes, sir. Alright, witness, let's first hear about... What do you know about the thief that stole the urn? Oh, yes, sir. Alright, we're gonna be witness testimony. Master Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. He's so confident he sends his calling cards before he even commits the crime. That was his 5th heist. As usual, he sent a card on to Lord Taylor. His pattern is to always go after the most precious art pieces. And that's why we're sure it's Master Master. It fits his MO to a T. So then the actual identity of this Master Mask is... Mr. Godot, what are you? Coffee? The fuck is he doing? We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Godot. Blacker than a moonless night. Hotter than more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. I am sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please proceed. Oh, very well. It's only coffee after all. Nani? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial. Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Well, Nick, what are you going to do? As long as they have brought up Mr. Delight's identity, all we can do is show that it wasn't Master Mask who stole the urn. KK. Have you been involved in the investigation from the very beginning? Oh, yep, no one knows him more than the thief than me, pal. It's true, I'm a Zavari, out there on the Thebes. An author? He's written books about thieves? I think he probably meant to say authority. Fucking A.
The fact that this guy can slip through even my fingers shows how good he is, pal.
It's easy when those fingers happen to be butterfingers. Someone knows most about the thief more than you, huh?
You got it, pal, except for maybe the thief's mom, that is.
Isn't there someone who knows even more about him than the police?
You don't mean Detective Sparry, do you? Who is this person? Sparry sounds German. His name is Luke Adme, sir. I guess he shouldn't have made up such a silly name for him.
The heck? I guess he's not all that famous after all.
Anyway, it's true that you did manage to retrieve the last item. Last item the thief stole. Oh, I see. So you're not the expert you claim to be. It looks like the thief is toying with me even now.
Have you seen all of these so-called calling cards? What is the prosecution doing?
Of course I have, except the person in charge of the treasure exhibit had never brought their card to the police. So I didn't see this one until after the crime occurred.
That's because Detective Adme stopped Miss Andrews from taking it to the police.
Was the calling card that Lord Lee Taylor received authentic? Well, all the calling cards have one common identifying feature, but we're not releasing that info to the general public. So you're absolutely certain that this card is for real, huh?
I'm sure you can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about Master the Master's emblem. His fifth heist and your fifth screw-up, huh?
Objection, pal.
What? You can't counter-object me, bro.
That ain't fair. You could say I screwed up 4 times.
That doesn't, help the case.
But this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't know about the calling card this time.
You, of all people, shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe.
I just want everyone here in the courtroom to know something. If you ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away, got me?
Wow. It looks like he's really got in for Detective Atme. Fucking Detective Atme, getting him riled up. Art pieces like what, for example?
Well, his first target was the famous Tear of Ammonon. Oh, what's that? Some kind of especially salty teardrop? No, sir. It's a blue diamond, a single rare diamond. And next was the Crown of Bungard. You know, the thing you put on top of your head. After that was the left head of Hades, and then the portrait of Megina, sir. Detective Abney retrieved the portrait of Megina and returned it to the museum.
The target of his fifth and last job was the sacred urn, right?
But isn't this difficult for him to dispose such famous art pieces? Well, we assume we must have had some underworld connections.
Somehow Mr. Delight doesn't look the type. Yeah, he's a little too stunning to be hanging around in the underworld.
That's why we're sure it was Master Mesa. He fits an MO to a T.
What do you mean when you say he fits his MO to a T?
I always think of asking the same thing myself. What does that even mean? Oh, I wish I knew you would listen more closely, pal. First of all, there's the calling card. We're 100% certain it's authentic. Then there's the fact that he seemed to know all about the security system. And finally, his target was an art piece. These are all parts of the thief's modus operandi. And so this robbery seems to all fit those conditions? That's right, it means that Master Mass is behind it.
Nick, it definitely looks like there was Master Mass who stole the urn. There's no real evidence either way that your Ron Delight is Master Mass. But also, the urn hasn't turned up yet, let alone the connection to Mr. Delight himself. Even though we know it was Master Mass that did it. Maybe it was for the timing I should try showing something it wasn't Master Mass that did it. I think it's the new evidence we got. Yeah, I think it's the new evidence we got. Yeah, it has to be the security camera photo, no?
Objection!
Really? The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor!
I'm sorry, but I see nothing faulty. Unfortunately, I will have to penalize you, Mr. Wright.
I must be on the wrong track. Is it really? Are you sure? What's connected here? Blackmail letter? Is it really the fucking picture? Motherfucker! Fucking A. I'm getting terrible at this right now. Maybe it's something else, huh? Most precious art pieces. The fuck? Okay, maybe this is just me being stupid. Is it the urn? It has no monetary value. It's priceless. Objection! Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe?
Oh, just hearing the little in that question making me nervous.
He said that he always goes after the most precious art pieces, correct?
That's right, pal.
But there's none problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art.
Huh? What do you mean?
Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing? I mean, it's true, it has no monetary value. No, I meant from a financial point of view, I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price.
Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn? The appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach the price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense.
In other words, so it's not the kind of item that Master Mask would normally go after.
I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright. You're saying that the theft of the sacred urn was not the work of Master Mask.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction, the argument itself, but...
Well, first of all, we need to get to the issue cleared up. Was this last robbery of the work of Master Mask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot?
Oh my god.
This coffee here is my own special blend. I call it Godot number 107. I'm trying to decide to cut down on the acidity
or the bitterness. This guy is stalling.
That's the only thing I've got on my mind right now, Mr. Wright.
What?
If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess.
Sorry, but I don't get what you mean. I thought a prosecutor's supposed to be a prosecutor.
If you're really saying it wasn't the Master Mask that stole the urn, there must be someone imitating Master Mask's methods. A fake. A fake Master Mask.
Fake the mask? That sounds ridiculous. But I like it. Of course. He gets more coffee!
Now before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Wright. Proof that person who appeared at Lordly Theater that night was actually a fake.
Oh?
I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior. His phone is found. Mr. Wright, we're waiting.
Looks like I'm gonna have to prove it.
I need proof that the person in Lord Taylor was in fact fake the mask.
It's the security camera photo, no? Take that! The proof is right here, Your Honor. Yep.
This looks like a photo taken by the security camera.
If you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it. The thing is missing on his chest.
Huh. Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on to show us what's this picture so peculiar.
Take that! It's right here, of course.
Oh, you mean the mask?
I had here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at. Isn't this a publicity folder I bought this morning? The thing is missing on... The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on Damascus' chest.
A breach? Here, bailiff, get my steed. We need to retreat at once.
A brooch, Your Honor. It's a sort of clasp for holding on one's cape on. Oh my god, Judge.
Clasp. I see it now. But Master Mass in the security camera photo. He has no brooch.
That brooch is the same as the emblem in Damascus' calling card and serves as a symbol. But the thief that broke into Lordly Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this Master Mask is a fake!
I've been fooled again! Order! It's true, it's undeniably true. Detective Gumshoe, how could you overlook this?
Fucking Gumshoe.
I'm sorry, sir, I don't know how I... Hey now. If you're going to have a pity party, invite me too. Oh, Mr. Godot, you should have deserved some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch? Huh. The brooch you're talking about.
Do you mean this? Huh? What do you have? Oh! Wait, why do you have that? That's Master Damascus' brooch.
Where did you find it?
Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue. Buddha statue? Oh, you mean that statue? That... yeah.
Why did you tell me about that, sir?
I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence. This guy is one cool customer.
It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady?
That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too.
Oh, hickeys?
Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Ron Delight's fingerprints. What? His fingerprints are on the fucking statue?
What? No. Nani? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch.
Well, really? Oh, hell no.
Order in the court. Mr. Godot, let's see that brooch.
I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her. This is the first I'm hearing about this?
She, appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left on his back.
Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene. Uh-oh. Phoenix, we have a problem. Looks like it was torn off of some clothing.
Huh. You mess with Godot, and you get burned.
Oh, hell no! You did not just say that. Playing me like a violin.
Well, Judge, I'm about to ready to call my next witness. Oh, you're done with me? I haven't proved anything yet. You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough.
Damn. Damn.
That doesn't sound good at all. Bailiff, bring the next witness to the courtroom.
Finally, time for the ace detective to make his appearance, huh? Oh no.
1 seconded strip copy of the copy pot. Let's hurry it up.
Shh! Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear.
Oh, what's clear?
Svani! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. He's been saying this phrase all this time. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor. The coffee maniac at that. Am I correct?
Well, yes. Yeah, that's right. Huh. Not bad. Not bad at all.
You're the first person that's able to penetrate my secret veil. Oh, well, sir, prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Atme, ace detective and a rising star illuminating the heavens. Boy, these two make a perfect pair. They either be best friends or they tear each other's heads off right now.
I've heard that night of the crime you were all alone in security detail.
You heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoe. Oh my god. Damn, Gumshoe. If Detective Gumshoe was worth anything, that is.
I heard that! I even know I can't speak right now.
How was this guy all by himself anyway? There must be some reason, I'm sure of it.
Oh, well then, tell us what this special monocle of yours is witness.
Alright. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Damas dancingly descended upon me. And just as I about to begin to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. The darkness swallowed me before I can land a single strike, and when I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. Emergency phone?
Oh, so you didn't get a clear click with the criminal, huh?
My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's the only natural.
I failed to see why the witness seems so proud for this performance that evening.
Well, sir, old-timer, let me explain. We are not speaking of any ordinary thief, but the king of thieves, the great Master Mask, my arch-enemy.
Huh.
That is why my instincts and years of experience tell me.
Very well. Proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
I'm feeling like Godot's letting me cross-examine without any repercussions, but we are gonna have to see. So that would be 1 o'clock in the morning of the 12th, correct? That's an impressive deduction, sir lawyer. You were on security duty that night. Where exactly were you at the time? A penetrating question. I was in the basement warehouse near the computer. Near the computer, huh?
Then were you trying to remain hidden, I take it?
Up to this point, I am trying to remain concealed while waiting for the thief. Yeah, you said the same thing yesterday, too. Gumshoe also said they never spotted the thief at the crime scenes before. And precisely, that is precisely why I chose not to hide last night. I knew that by not concealing myself, I would be putting pressure on the thief. So the thief was on applying pressure on your pigeony head, that is. In any case, dancingly descending from where exactly? Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else? In actuality, he neither danced nor descended. Someone please save me. So how is it that you didn't notice the thief? My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow while my ears listened for his footfalls. And even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. It can only due to his subtly camouflaged cape and soft-soled shoes. I hereby dub you Ace Stunts. Just when I begin to... Okay. Yeah, that's true. You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened? Well, that's the difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask, and that's all I can recall.
That's not very solid as far as testimony goes.
However, fortunately I had my third monocle, the security camera at the ready. I captured his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe.
Well, as long as this photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have a problem with the photo? Oh, good. Let's continue with the testimony.
This guy's just jerking off coffee. Knocked this long before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. Attacked and knocked unconscious, and you weren't able to do a single thing? That's certainly some impressive detective work. Well, sir lawyer, have you ever been suddenly struck on the head? Huh? Well, actually, yes, by a fire extinguisher. And what happened? I was knocked out. And you lost your memory too. God damn it, Phoenix. You see, you have no right to look down on me then, do you? The only reason I didn't lose my memory was because I had more brains to begin with. You may have brains, but the wiring to your self-reflection part seems to be severed. In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless, and then... Emergency phone.
Hold it!
About this 30 minutes. My silver coin was loosened and my soul fled to the golden halls of Elysium. As usual, I have no idea what this guy is saying. I think he's saying that he was out cold.
So what happened to her in these 30 minutes?
No one can say, Your Honor. That span of time has truly vanished into the ether. What the hell is he going on about? There's something suspicious about Detective Atme. How could he not have noticed when the thief came in? Also, he says he was knocked out unconscious before he could fight. But that can't be right. It contradicts the evidence. Huh? Which piece? The real question is, why would he tell such an obvious lie? I think it has something to do with Let's look at the evidence real quick. It's KB Security Building. Huh. It has to be the sword, no? Yeah, it has to be the sword. There's no way, right? Whoa, wait! Doesn't... Wait, 5843. Wait, doesn't that contradict the evidence? Or something like that? Maybe I'm wrong. I think it has to be this statement. Is it really the fucking brooch? There's no way, right? No? It has to be the brooch, no?
Objection!
Oh, it is. Okay, Mr. Atme. Could you take a look at this special monocle of yours? This belongs to the criminal mask, Nemesis, our mask the mask. It is in point in fact Master Mask's brooch. It's found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened. Elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously it wasn't glued on well enough. Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having ripped apart a piece of clothing.
Oh, ripped apart? Aha!
I can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. The only thing I could think of. And there's only one person that was in position to have struggled with the thief. Personnel security night was you, Detective Atme. Oh, so this new evidence actually was helpful to us. Detective Atme, you must have fought with the thief that night. So why did you lie in your testimony to the court?
Wait, perjury? A witness? False testimony is a serious crime.
I know. Wait just a minute, Sir Old Timer.
Don't talk to me, I'm living in a nursing home.
I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately.
The true measure of a man is the amount of work he does. That's what I always say.
Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right? You talk too much.
Witness, so you are saying that you and the thief fought? Hold on. That's quite enough, Your Honor. Excuse me. Save the basic questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules.
I'm trying to talk so hard. Indeed, I understand. I look at me agree completely. Another testimony. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, look at me cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman only fights with his own fists, but they were not enough. And his first blow struck true, bam, and that's all she wrote.
So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Master Mask?
Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. Seems that my memory has been a tad jumbled, so to speak.
Well, that's certainly understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case.
That can't be good. Fight with the thief. And then it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment, yes? So why did you look away from the door anyway? In addition to the camera, I had prepared a variety of sensors as well. The alarm on one of those had gone off, so I had to check the data. That's why I went to the computer, elegantly of course. So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on that computer? What should I do? Should I ask for more questions? Not the sensor. What kind of sensors are you talking about? There are other places in the basement that someone could enter and exit from. There is an air conditioner duct, sewer pipes, and a cat door as well. I even looked up heating detected, infrared and ultraviolet sensors to each of them. That's a lot of hardware. Was it all yours? Lordly tailored department store was enough to provide monetary hardware. Naturally, the security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well. In other words, you couldn't have rigged the equipment, huh? Has that cleaned up any doubts you had about me, sir lawyer? What does that mean, discombobulated?
Young people these days, they really irritate me. They always allow perfectly golden old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean.
Sorry, but what exactly does it mean anyway?
I've forgotten. What was I saying?
I'm so stupid. Jeez, it's better than the old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago.
Well, it looks like we've cleared that up. You can go on with your testimony.
He's really not being a prosecutor right now. Grief damage from the side that rendered me senseless. It has to be a sword. What do you mean by weapon from the side? Naturally, that thief had no idea I, look at me, was hiding in the area. He grabbed the sword from the statue that he was standing by the door to the warehouse. Sword? You mean the sword that was twisted like a tree branch? Correct. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp. Okay, so he is talking about the Suicido.
Oh, so the thief armed himself with a sword, and that's what about your self-witness.
You fought with your fist? Oh, hell no. You had that much faith in your own fighting abilities. Maya, of course, in college was the second in charge of the boxing club.
I'm sorry if I feel find that appropriately impressive.
However, my opponent was in the ring this time as my arch nemesis, Mask the Mask. This guy's a real piece of work. First blow struck true, bam, and that's all she wrote. He tells us a little more about what happened. Homo was real powerful and vicious. We might say he was power-ricious. The fuck is that word? Power-ricious? I assumed I had me fighting stance, but a sudden flash of lights blinded me. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent had bested me. What do I do now? Should I ask for more about this? Or blinding? So what was this flashlight that blinded you? I was bathed in a golden light that seemed to come from the statue of a woman. Statue of Mammy Faye, I'm guessing. That wasn't very much a help at all. Well, what do you think, Nick? Well, there's one thing that I'm absolutely sure of now. Yeah, what is it? This look at me guy is definitely hiding something. Well, why? I think I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. And about the true nature of this detective. Let me check the computer. He mentioned a computer. So did that computer belong to Lordly Taylor as well?
Correct, except for the program that manages the data. It was specifically designed by me, look at me.
In that case, he could have just easily manipulated the data.
What's wrong, Sir Lawyer?
It's the other one. At me fighting style. What is this at me fighting style?
I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I can't really say more than that. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. Main thing is to put your back to the wall the way no one can get behind you.
That's it? That's the at me fighting style?
Well, Mr. Wright, what about that testimony?
It was very important. Of course it's important. We've learned a detective's secret technique after all.
Oh, yes, indeed. I'll remember to use it if I take a walk alone at night.
Why the heck is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out.
Oh, now then, witness. We'll go ahead and add that secret info to your official testimony. I put my back to the wall to the fight, but the deep blow landed upon my eye.
Where is this third eye you're talking about?
Oh, it's right between my right and left eyebrows. It's quite invisible to the unenlightened. You may call it the forehead if you like.
Why didn't you just say that in the first place?
Sir Lawyer, it looks like the creases in your eye, in your own forehead are getting deeper.
So I'm just saying I got hit in the forehead then. That's what he says. I got a funny feeling about that. Actually, so do I. So what do you think, Nick? Okay, I think it has to do with the last statement. I think it has something to do with the crime scene. It has to be the statue, no? I think it has to do with the statue, no?
Objection!
Oh no! Your Honor, what do you think about this witness's statement?
Oh, I'm not sure I follow you.
It clearly contradicts my thought.
You don't sound very sure, Mr. Wright. Objection denied.
Motherfucker! I'm doing terrible. I don't think he can win any points with the judge. Maybe it's something else. I know I'm right about presenting an evidence here. Landed upon my third eye, but the blow was a back of the head, no? And the thing moved too.
Objection!
Detective at me, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards. What fun is this, Sir Lawyer? It is truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet.
I believe this is what you said yesterday.
No, the coward must have wormed his way through somewhere besides the door. Then my arch nemesis struck me from the head from behind with a groomstone item here. From behind, huh?
But just now you testified he struck you on the forehead.
Oh!
I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head.
It seems I made another mistake.
You lied to the court twice now. Detective at me, that's not the only strange part of your testimony.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
For example, the very fact that you hid this calling card from the police itself is very strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with the security. That is true, he didn't want to see the calling card.
Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad.
That's wrong.
Objection!
Objection?
Two are human. To forgive divine. Humans aren't machines. They have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate. And yes, they even make mistakes.
Objection!
The fuck? Hey, hold on! It's not as pretty as that! What the coffee just bounced?
Really? What is it like then? Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules.
This is it. This might be just my chance to turn things around.
Oh, Mr. Wright, what exactly is that you're asserting?
Very well, Your Honor. Detective asserts that Mr. Atme is masked the mask. The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Atme's true identity is actually masked the mask. Yeah. What the? He's a fake?
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
There are too many unnatural parts of Mr. Atme's. Okay, so there wasn't two people around. So it was him all along? He says he was hiding at the crime scenes, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then in his last case, he managed to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire force is miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure. And that's because I analyzed the crime scene and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up the clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at. Oh please, the explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atme. The truth is that you are in fact Mask the Mask. Ugh.
And Mr. Wright, this photo clearly shows Master Mask. Security camera belongs to the Lordly Taylor department store. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it.
He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security, and is simply dressed up as the thief that stole the urn.
So Ace the detective is actually an ace thief? Is this true, witness?
Uh-huh. The Master's MO is pure genius, and so am I, Luke Detective, Atme the Ace Detective. You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I am very impressed, Sir Lawyer.
Nani?
Wait, it was true?
Wait, witness, are you just admitting it?
Nick, now's your chance. Time to put the final nail in this guy's coffin. Detective Atme, when you assume the thief's identity.